So today I will be solving one of the SQL interview question that has been asked to me in many interviews. Okay, and the question says we have to write the query that returns true or false for each user based on overlapping of dates with some another users. Okay, so हमारे पास एक input table दिया गया है in which the period of each user is given. Okay, that is the start date and end date, and based on that we have to generate output like this, in which user id and overlap flag would be there, and based on some condition we have to mark it as true or false. Okay, so overlapping of dates with some another users, what is the meaning of that? Okay, the meaning is very simple, that if the start date or end date of that particular user, if that period lie between or matches between or overlaps with some another user periods, so that would be true. If that's not the case, then that would be false. Okay, so I think थोड़ा सा clear हो गया होगा. So let's quickly uh, jump into the approach. Okay, so I will be solving using the self join approach. Okay, in which the table would be S1 and S2, and the condition is very simple. Okay, the first is user ID is not equal to user ID of that S2, and the start date of that particular user of that S1 table lie between the S2 of start date and end date with some or condition. The start date of end date lie between S2 of start date and end date. Okay, so if I have to give example of that particular user, if I'm checking the overlapping case of user 1, then we have to check with some another users, that is u2, u3, u4. As you can see, for if we are checking for u2, there would be u1, u3, u4. Okay, and same for u3 and u4, you can see in the table. The second is if that start date, so start date of u1, is that lie between the start date and end date of u2? No, that is false. Okay, now for end date, if that end date of that u1, if that's the case, if that lie between the start date and end date of u2, no, that is false. So result will be false. Is this or condition? So u3 से ये मैच कर रहा है. Okay, if we can see 28th of Jan to 6th of Feb, it's, and one don't lie, but 31st of January lie. Okay, so true. And for each user it would check the case and it will generate output like this. Okay, so output will be like this, because u1, u2 and u3 there would be some overlapping condition, but u4 के लिए कोई भी overlapping condition नहीं है, so it would give null. Okay, I think the question is kind of clear now. So I will be just going to the SQL server to solve this question. Okay, so this is my input and this is my output. Okay, as you can see in the Excel sheet. Okay, same output. Now using the case when statement, we can go to the required output. The output was this: true, 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 and false. Okay, so I have already written the query. Okay, so case when, so I will just use both the statement query. Okay, case when s2 of user id is null, if that's the null, that's the case, then this is false. Okay, for u2 it would give false, and for another users, that is u1, u2, u3, it would give some result, so that would be true. And it's just I have checked the condition whatever I have already explained है ना, on we have to join on s1 dot user id not equal to s2 dot user id with and condition, that this condition whatever I have already explained. Okay, so I think this is kind of clear now. this thing is maybe that's the case. Ki I will just go through one problem in which there would be the case that it matches with multiple of dates. Okay, so there would be case कि U2 का start date and end date ना काफी यूजर से मैच कर रहा है. ओके ओके if that's the case ना, if I will just use this condition ना, so it would give this kind of result. Okay, that's the reason I was using the this thing. Okay, I think थोड़ा सा clear हो गया होगा. Not this one, sorry, not this one. Oh, not this one. Sorry. Okay, sorry. That's okay. It's clear. I think the query is table is same. That's why it was giving the. Now you can see the this is the input. This is the result that was given in the Excel, and this is output. Okay. So thank you.